Sunday, 13th March 2022. My name is Claude Amani. I am a student in Bachelor of Arts program with College for America at Southern New Hampshire University. And I am conducting this interview as part of my academic work. With the consent, I will record this interview and use this information in a government NGO project I am working on for a goal called Contribute to Society. The interview will be used to create government NGO project and submit it to College for America so that my project can be evaluated. This recording will be used solely for this purpose. The interview information will be temporarily stored in the College for America online evaluation system, to which only the evaluator and College for America staff will have access. Do you have any question? No question. Do you give your consent to be interviewed and recorded?
Yes, sure. I, Juliana Safar, give my informed consent to participate in this interview to be recorded and used as a part of the student academic.
Okay, thank you very much for giving your consent for this interview. Okay. So, what are the three branches of the government?
The three branches of government, I don't know. You don't know.
That's okay. What does each branch mean? You don't know that. I don't really. Democrats and Republicans are the major parties. Can you name a third party?
Yeah, the party is good party.
Oh, thank you. So what is the basic process by which a bill becomes a law?
I don't.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Okay, thank you very much for listening.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Hello, my name is Claude Amani. I am a student in the Bachelor of Arts program with College for America at Southern New Hampshire University. And I am conducting this interview as part of my academic work. With your consent, I will record this interview and the information in a project called Government NGO that I am working on for Contribute to Society goal. This interview will be used to create a government NGO project and submit it to College for America so that my project can be evaluated. This recording will be used solely for this purpose. So the interview information will be temporarily stored in the College for America online evaluation system, to which only the evaluator and College for America staff will have access. Do you have any question? No. Do you give your consent to be interviewed and recorded?
Yes. I, Dayambaje Muhinda Jacques, give my informed consent to participate in this interview to be recorded and used as a part of my students' academic work.
Yes. So I have a question to ask you, and whenever you feel like the question you have, you feel like you have answer to that question, then you will go ahead and explain that. So I have 4 questions to ask you, and when you will be having the answer to the question, then you will go ahead and answer. So, what are the 3 branches of the government?
I know that there are 3.
Yes.
Legislative, executive.
Okay, thank you very much. So, the second question is, what does each branch do? Democrats and Republicans are the major parties. Can you name a third party? Minor party. So the last question is, what is the basic process by which a bill becomes a law? You don't know. Thank you very much.
Welcome once again to this video. I'm Claude Amani, a student at Southern New Hampshire University. So I'm going to explore more about three branches of government of the United States. So the three branches are legislative, executive, and judicial. So legislative includes Congress, comprised of the House of Representatives and Senate, while executive includes president, vice president, cabinet, and most federal agencies. Uh, Judicial include Supreme Court and other federal courts. So, what role does each play? Legislative makes the laws, while executive carries out those laws. So, judicial is there to evaluate them, which means it interprets laws, applies them to specific cases, and determines whether laws violate the Constitution. So the um, the second question is, what does each branch do? So how are the three branches connected? Each of the three branches of the government can limit the powers uh, of others. This means that each branch has its powers to limit others from particular actions, but all in good regulations of their ruling or their leadership, which has the same purpose of just strengthen the constitution. So how do they regulate each other? So the regulations of each other uh, is called checks and balance system. So um, some of these checks and balance include the president is the commander in chief of the military, but only Congress can fund the military and declare war. The president nominates federal officials, which must be confirmed by the Senate. So also, the president is able to veto a bill passed by Congress. But if the president vetoes a bill, Congress is able to overturn that veto via a two-thirds vote of both houses of Congress. So the Supreme Court can declare that laws are unconstitutional. Also, Congress is able to impeach members of the executive and judicial branches, including the president. So the third question is Democrats and Republican are the major parties. Can you name a third party? If you remember in the previous interview that I did with the two interviewee, they didn't know about this. So the third party is called minor party. So how did the two-party system start? So the first two-party system consisted of the Federalist Party, which supported the ratification of the Constitution, and the Democratic Republican Party of the Anti-Administration Party, which opposed the powerful central government that the Constitution established when it took effect in 1789. So what impact do third party or third minor party have on national politics? Third parties may also help voter turnout by bringing more people to the polls. It means third party candidates at the top of the ticket can help to draw attention to other party candidates down the ballot, helping them to win a local or state office. So the last question that I'm going to explore more about in this video is is about what is the basic process by which a bill becomes a law. How does a bill become a law? So a bill become a law throughout 9 steps that I'm going to details that I'm going to state below. So the bill, first of all, is drafted. After being drafted, it gets introduced. After getting introduced, the bill goes to committee. After getting there, subcommittee review of the bill. So after being reviewed by subcommittee, so then the committee markup of the bill. After that, voting by the full chamber on the bill. And after voting the full chamber on the bill, there the referral of the bill to the other chamber uh, has to be the next step. The next one, the bill goes to the president. And so the last one is overriding a veto. This means that if the president vetoes a bill, Congress may attempt to override the veto. Means if both the Senate and the House pass the bill by a 2/3 majority, the president veto is overruled and the bill becomes a law. That's how a bill becomes a law throughout those 9 steps that I stated above. So, what is the role of sponsors, committees, debate, and voting? Sponsors are among the potentially numerous lawmakers who introduce a bill for consideration. Committees also are monitor ongoing governmental operations, identify issues suitable for legislative review, gather and evaluate information, and recommend courses of action to the Senate. So the debate and voting must always be relevant to a definite motion. So a motion initiates a discussion and gives rise to the question to be decided by the House. So that's all for this video, and thank you very much for being with me.